Do you know I like my coffee the same way I like my women? Nowhere near my dick. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, Staples has Staples!
Oh my god, get me to this shop now.
When guys ask me if I'm a top or a bottom, I always answer with a question, which is how much...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
When I was 15, I fell in love with my best friend. I was still in the closet at the time. And the way that this man played me... Let me get into it. Start off friendship, it's 2015. We only became friends because he was madly in love with my sister. Then over time, we just spent every single day together, and he would text me good morning and good night and call me beautiful. I never wanted to say anything back because then if I said anything back, then he would know that I was gay. That was my mindset in the closet. Then flash forward to 3 years into friendship. He no longer is in love with my sister. So he's no longer in love with my sister, and me and him are at a party, and we have our first sexual encounter. And afterwards, I go home, and he snaps me, and I was like, oh my god, he snapped me back. He's probably really in love with me now. Ha, I got him so good. He's in love with me. I was on cloud 9, cloud 10, actually. He moves away to college 2 weeks later. And this is where the fun is only beginning. If you want to hear more.
Do you know what I hate the most about when I agree to hook up with straight guy? I know it's supposed to be fun only. There is no future between us, but all of a sudden, I'm starting to fall in love with him.
No! No!
Tony, it's okay that at one point you were sleeping with a guy for weeks and then later found out he had kids and was a pastor for the church next door. And then later invited you to morning prayer.
So one time I went to a gay bar on an 18 plus night because I was only 19, you gotta be 21. So anyways, I meet this guy there who said he was pretending to be straight so that all the gay guys would be more likely to hit on him. I said that's kind of pointless. Why don't you just be gay so that gay guys will hit on you? So I straight up asked him, I said, yo, why are you pretending to be straight? He goes, why? Do you want to dance or something? I said, maybe, but also I was just curious. I'm not even kidding. He says, I saw my older brother here and he doesn't know that I'm gay, so I told him that I'm straight. I was like, but you're at a gay bar. And then I saw this guy watching us talk and I said, hey, is that your brother? He looked over at him like this and then nodded at me like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, ready? I straight up leaned in and kissed him on the lips. He wasn't even mad though, and then his brother just came over and was like, I knew it!
Anyone got any good first kiss stories?
Yeah, so it's actually pretty cute. I met this guy off Tinder, and we've been hanging out for like a few weeks, and he was like the first guy I ever met off Tinder, and I was like really into him. But I could tell he didn't really like me the same way, so I was gonna break things off the last time I saw him. But he brings me to like this place where only couples go, and I was like, oh my god, okay. So then we sit on this rock, and we start playing Pokemon Go, and he was like, oh, if you beat me, I'll give you something. And then I beat him because he sucked, and then he pulls me in and he kisses me, and I'm like, I look up to the sky and look what I see. Look what I fucking see. A rainbow. A fucking rainbow. I had my first gay kiss underneath a rainbow. Riddle me this. Riddle me this. If God hates gay people, why did this happen? Why did this happen exactly?
Story time. When I was a kid, my family and some of my parents' friends decided to go to Disneyland, okay? The most magical place in the world. But it started getting a little weird when one of my parents' friends, we can call him John, started getting hit on by like a ton of fucking dudes. This guy is here with his wife and kids and all these guys keep coming up to him like, hey, how you doing? John's confused, my parents are confused, I'm confused because I'm a child and I just want to ride some rides. Parents start to notice though that a lot of people at the park today are wearing red. In fact, every dude that's came and hit on John was wearing red. You know who else is wearing red? John! I fucking hate how much this makes me laugh. We went to Disneyland on gay day, and the color of choice to let everybody in the park know that you are gay was red. And so all these dudes thought John was fucking gay and they were hitting on him. He ended up buying a new shirt at the gift shop, but I find this story just hilarious.
How my parents finally realized that I was gay, part 2. So I have not officially come out to my parents yet. I feel like it's really awkward. Let's normalize not coming out, okay? Also, this was a gradual process, so they didn't just find out in one day. Anyways, so after my mom found out that I was watching videos of shirtless guys on YouTube, she came back home, yelled at me for 3 hours because I was 6. I've never seen that iPad ever again. She started taking me to church for 3 months. Yeah, anyway.
Oh, hey, story time. Growing up gay edition. When I was in high school, I used to go on this thing called gay.com, which is like Grindr, but imagine if all of the awful personal chats were happening in one giant room. After forgetting to clear my search history, this was the early 2000s, one night I'm lying in bed and my door bursts open and my father walks in and goes, "What's gay.com?" And without missing one beat, I said, "It's where I go to look at lesbian porn." The next day, I had a bag of lesbian porn waiting for me in my bed when I got home from school.
I like it, I want it.
I got it! Yes, bitches! Chocolate vanilla swirl with cookie crunch flakes.
Who has a bigger butt? Who has better vision? Who's a better driver? Who farts more? Who was the first one to have a crush on the other? Who's a better kisser? Who flirts the most? Who's smarter? Who's more clumsy? Who talks the loudest? Who has a better laugh? Who gives better presents? Who has better hair? Who is more stubborn?